Greetings, I'm Kathy Green with Christian News and Interviews. So I'm going to talk to you briefly about a topic that people don't like to talk about, and that's teens being abused. It's happening more and more often. It's not getting better. It's with the advent of social media, it's actually getting worse. So here are some facts that parents need to know. A common myth is that child sexual abuse is perpetrated by strangers and pedophiles. But most people who sexually abuse children are our friends, our partners, family members, and community members. About 93% of children who are victims of sexual abuse know their abuser. 93%, that's scary. Less than 10% of sexually abused children are abused by a stranger. Children are at heightened risk for sexual violence. Nearly 70% of all reported sexual assaults occur to children ages 17 and under. 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused before they turn 18. 12.3% of women were aged 10 or younger at the time of their first rape, victimization, and 30% of women were between the ages of 11 and 17. This is some scary stuff. More than 1/3 of women who report being raped before 18 also experience rape as an adult. Survivors of child sexual abuse are also more likely to experience rape and intimate partner violence in adulthood. 96% of people who sexually abuse children are male. 76% are married men. And 76.8% of people who sexually abuse children are adults. The younger the victim, the more likely it is that the abuser is a family member. Of those molesting a child under age 6, 50% were family members. Family members also accounted for 23% of those abusing children ages 12 to 17. Again, this is some scary stuff. Abusers tend to utilize a manipulative process called grooming in order to gain the family's and victims' trust, providing them with more access to the child. Grooming behaviors may include special attention, outings, and gifts, isolating the child from others, filling the child's unmet needs, filling needs and roles within the family, and treating the child as if he or she is older. I will say this. If you ever put your child in a nursery and engage in some serious in-depth interviews, how many people are going to be with your child, assuming that your child is not 100% toilet trained yet? How many people will be present when your child is, having his diaper changed, for example? Since most of the abusers are men, find out, will these men be allowed to be with your child? A lot of daycare centers these days actually have cameras where parents can look into the parent can be at work and can look in and see what's going on in the daycare center. So that's helpful. I would advise parents to be careful about sending your child into a private home for care, because that's where a lot of abuse can occur. Because remember, even if the person who is watching your child is normal, that person may have an uncle stop by, a cousin may stop by, the neighbor down the street may stop by, pretending to play with your child, but in reality, the second you turn your back, they're doing something to your child. So I would say, as much as possible, parents, please try not to have your child go into a private residence. And for God's sakes, don't allow your child to have sleepovers. I know it's sad, because growing up I had so much fun going to my cousins' houses and having sleepovers, but it's gotten too dangerous. And then another thing is watch social media like a hawk. Don't give your children just open access to social media. Peek in and find out what they're doing. And the statistics are just not on our side in the society. But let's just keep our children in prayer and make them aware of what's going on out here. And remember, most of the people who are a danger to your child are not the strangers. It's the people that they know.